Must skibbity Fortnite.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna make a video about this because this game is really cool. It's called The Forge, and it's about forging weapons and killing people. So if you like hitting things with sticks, then this is the video for you. So make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video. It's not your average Roblox slop action RPG mining game. So without further ado, here's my most objective, most moist critical game review ever. Also with games like these, there tends to be a lot of information and it's really scary. So I'll try to give the most helpful tips and ones that I learned. What is Hulk doing? So joining the game, your objective is to obviously go mine or craft your stuff. Like, you already followed the tutorial. I'm not going to tell you all that. The ability to roll for different races is kind of cool because it gives you creative opportunity to make your own unique character that has your own niche trait set. That is if your armor and swords match with that trait. No, I look like Larry, bro. If you cycle doing Amut the Brave, the Nord, and Sensei Moro quests, you'll be able to get a lot of money and experience pretty fast. Money that you could use to purchase either the Stonewake pickaxe or the Platinum pickaxe. The only difference being Stonewake having more mining power but less speed, and the opposite for Platinum.
Yeah. This guy is a skeleton.
Killing zombies gives you essence, which you can use to enhance your weapons and armor, and enhancing allows you to put runes on them. There's straight up dog poop and dust bunnies in map 1. They're like, there's nothing to do. So in the second one is where it really gets difficult and hard. The three major NPC factors here are Captain Rowan, Sensei Moro, and the Goblin King. All three of them ask for so much. Take it from me, do not start Goblin King yet. Just wait, save money. Unless you have the elite area unlocked, in that case, what are you waiting for? So let's talk about ores for a second. In both of the worlds, there's a tier list of rare ores that you could get. The top in World 1 is Poopite. Poopite gives you an ability with a small chance of producing this gas bomb that stuns anything that you're trying to kill for a few seconds, allowing you to get a few hits in, which is really useful. So I really recommend crafting that on a sword, at least in early game. Alright, let's talk about how to get your money up. If you open up your inventory and you go to your index, you'll see a bestiary of sorts containing each ore you've mined, entity you've killed, and each weapon / armor type you've forged. You can claim an XP and a cash reward, which is insanely beneficial to gameplay and your wallet. One big misconception is that you need to get the most expensive pickaxe, but to be honest, that doesn't really matter, because the pickaxe that I got was cobalt, that to uranium to mithril. But the other way works too, and I'll explain that later. The cobalt pick is good for mining speed and luck, but not necessarily good for mining power. So if you want mining power and you want to save some money, then get the uranium. Another misconception is more ore leads to stronger power. Let me show you why that doesn't work. Fuck. If you take 20 stone and you take 3 eye ore, the one with 3 eye ore is going to have so much more damage than the stone. It's opposite, however, for armor, and make sure you don't get those two confused, because the more you put in armor, the heavier it gets, from light, medium to heavy. Light yielding the least defense. For newer players, I strongly recommend grabbing the cobalt pickaxe and mining as much cobalt as you possibly can to grab the Dark Knight heavy helmet, chestplate, and leggings. Doing so will protect you from these mobs, and it will also provide a good standpoint for you to step up to if you wanted to craft amethyst or maybe even topaz. I'm not sponsored whatsoever by the game when I say this, but I strongly recommend buying the starter pack, which gives you 10 free spins, because otherwise one spin is 75 Robux and you could roll for a character and it could be really, really good as long as you get like Shadow or Angel or Demon or something like that. So I recommend you do that. I got Golem, which is really good for health, so if you have good armor and you have Golem, you should be pretty... I did mention before that it's not the smartest thing just to gun it for the most expensive pickaxe, but if you do, it would put you in a better position to 100% all the quests, including Sensei Moro, Captain Rowan, and this goblin guy, because you do have to save up a crap ton of money for him, so just have that thought when you're spending money, because I'm pretty sure it is 100,000 to unlock this area, which is absurd. To be honest, y'all, this is the end of the video. I know I look really goofy right now, but I rolled for Angel and I got really lucky. But yeah, if you have any discrepancies with what I have to say, just leave a comment down below. I'll probably film more videos like this later, depending on if you like them or not. And I know a lot of this stuff is pretty subjective, so you can do whatever you want. It's kind of a game that you can just branch off and do your own thing. Let me know if you want me to cover anything specific, and then I'll probably get to that. I'm gonna also put some codes on the screen so you can get a lot of free rolls and stuff, so that'll be really helpful if you're trying to roll for like Angel or Demon or something. But yeah, see you guys.